There were lots of these people who were going like Kapil and on the street. Then I was getting annoyed because I was like, come on, let's get on with work. And he said, आपकी problem ये है कि आपको पता ही नहीं मैं कितना बड़ा star हूँ. The first title that we thought was Duronto, but nobody would have understood.
Yeah.
Not that Zvigato people understand, but
Of course,
Duronto
Zvigato people
was
understand.
this-
Zvigato is very straightforward.
Sometimes I watch a film and I'm like, only a man could have made this. There is something that is off, that is not from within.
Hi,
Got
Namita.
it.
Good evening.
Hi, good evening.
How are you? Are you tired? Are you exhausted?
I am a little bit, I've been on a roll a little bit.
But
And
good
juggling
tired.
because I went to my son's school. He's in a boarding school for this last 1 year.
Yeah.
So I'd gone to his school to meet him the day after the release. So my first break in a long time. And I showed the film actually to the whole school. And it was just amazing because, from 10-year-olds to 60, 70-year-olds, the teachers, the kids, and the questions the children asked. I mean, I sometimes feel children are more sensitive, and
Yeah.
the little nuances they were catching. And it was very nice. It was a very moving experience, actually.
You also said on your Instagram that you're getting questions from like a 12-year-old to an 80-year-old. What are these
Yeah,
questions that children are asking? I'm very curious to know.
Well, I think this kind of a disparity they are seeing around themselves. And, something that we as grown-ups have kind of normalized it and we're used to it and we have numbed ourselves from it. I think the fact that children still do get bothered by it.
Yeah.
So, like one child said that it's really sad that Kachrewala's son was, needed some water and the woman didn't even they call teachers Akka. So he says, Akka, that woman, even though she's so nice, she didn't even wash that cup. It was a broken cup and she gave that child. And, he kind of longingly looks at these other children who are going to school.
Yeah.
And he said, what about this kind of a reality? Like, why is it like this?
Yeah.
What do you say when people ask, like children ask you these profound but very primal questions
Yeah.
about disparity? Like, how did we get here?
Yeah.
Or like one older child asked, saying that, no, I think it was a teacher who said, how do you trust your casting? Like, Kapil comes from such a different world. And I hadn't seen him at all. Like, I don't have a television. In any case, I don't watch much of anything. So
Yeah.
I'm guilty of not watching. So I hadn't seen any of his things. So I wasn't burdened by his image or his persona and all of that. I think that's why it freed me and I could even think of him in that role, which was like, how do you even trust your instinct so much? Because don't you fear that he comes from a very different world and what if he slips into that, or things like that. So it was kind of interesting.
Yeah, one wouldn't imagine that a Kapil Sharma movie would start off at the Toronto Film Festival, then go to the Busan Film
Yeah.
Festival, then go to the Kerala Film Festival, and
But
then
it's, to be honest, let's be honest, that it's not, I mean, while it's a Kapil Sharma film,
yeah,
I think no actor, I've been there, I've been an actor, so I'm not saying it against anybody, but a film is a film. Like, just because I do, Amir Khan does a Deepa Mehta film, 1947 Earth, it still remains a film with the sensibility of the filmmaker.
yeah,
So,
pretty much. But it's interesting, and it is a revelation, and it is a bit of like really surprising to see Kapil presented.
absolutely. And
Presented because, but was it easy for him to slip into Manas? Because there is a facade that he's perfected over years of being the funny guy, of being irreverent, of like not caring about which celebrity is saying what, but making his jokes and being the spitfire that he is. Was it easy for him to shed that when you started working with him?
Actually, it was. I mean, he's basically a very natural, candid, unassuming, rooted person, and I have never felt that he's had to shed it in a big way.
Yeah.
Because also he said, this has been my life only in the last 10, 12 years. Before that, I have also struggled. I come from a humble background. So I've seen this life. In fact, it's more familiar to me than the life I'm actually leading today.
Yeah.
So in that sense, and then like during our promotions, we went to Amritsar, where he comes from.
Yeah.
In fact, he took Shana and me to this place called Natshala, where he did theater. We met his mentor. And there is something actually very rooted and very sort of a family man, and very respectful of elders. He's genuinely a good traditional in a good way
Yeah,
kind of a person.
yeah,
So for him, it wasn't that difficult to be in that ambience. Of course, he's not used to, in that sense, acting, because
yeah.
he's used to standing in one place, responding to laughs. Like something happened, I remember one day, and I told him that you have to react to that, that thing, whatever happened. And then I said, you have to respond to it. And he sort of jokingly, he's so good with those one-liners. He said, I'm only used to responding to laughter. So
Yeah.
I said, well, no one's laughing here. So,
There will be
or
no
once in
laughter.
no laughter. And
No
once in a
laughter in the
while,
show.
like once I was telling him something, and there were lots of these people who were going like couple, and on the street. And he looked at me, and then I was getting annoyed because I was like, come on, let's get on with work. And he said, आपकी problem ये है कि आपको पता ही नहीं मैं कितना बड़ा star हूँ.
Correct.
And I was like, and I said,
प्रॉब्लम के
it's
साथ
true
साथ
actually.
एडवांटेज भी वही है, एडवांटेज भी वही है कि
Well,
आपको पता नहीं आप कितना बड़ा
exactly.
स्टार है.
But he was joking about it. But yeah, it was a total advantage. In fact, it was during promotions I realized, my God, this man is loved,
Yeah, yeah.
loved across, and
Nandita,
very,
anyone who
very.
wants to promote any movie, any new thing, they have to go to Kapil Sharma. He is that important in our zeitgeist, in our
Yeah,
cultural landscape right now. You cannot
I realized.
like not walk through that Kapil Sharma stage if
I
you
mean,
haven't.
now I've seen lots of clips of his. I haven't seen a
Yeah,
full show, but I've
yeah.
seen a lot of his clips. And now, having been to his show, I
Yes,
kind of got a sense of what all it
how big he
entails,
is.
because how big it
Yeah.
is, and just how people watch it religiously.
हाँ भाई, बहुत ही
But
मतलब कि
but the tone of the film, the treatment of the film, I mean, you've seen it now. So I don't want to get into this whole mainstream and arty and commercial and this and that. I just feel the way I like to tell stories
yeah,
is with those little moments. I don't think in our lives or in anybody's life very dramatic things happen the way
yeah,
films show.
yeah.
So if
Correct.
you are a slice of life kind of person, if you are an observer of life, if you care about people who are becoming increasingly invisible all around us,
Yeah.
there are so many who are just kind of hidden in plain sight. And if that's the kind of film you want to see, then you should see it.
I also want to talk about Shahana Goswami क्योंकि उनको हमने पहले भी देखा
She's
है, फिर से
brilliant.
देखा है. She's brilliant. She's always brilliant. But I want to talk to you about that one particular scene where she's sitting and talking to her friend, and her friend is trying to convince her कि तुम मसाज वाली दीदी का जॉब कर लो. And then she tells her friend about a dream she has कि मेरे को सपने में आया कि मैंने माँ को छत से गिरा दिया और फिर क्या मैंने ही जाके बचा लिया उसको नीचे से.
Yeah.
ड्रीम सीक्वेंस से आपकी मूवी भी ओपन होती है. So dreams are an important leitmotif in Zwigato. Talk to me about the dream sequences in the film, and in this one where Prathama is talking to her friend.
Well, for me, the leitmotif was the one that I had intended was more of these daily wagers who you keep seeing in the city.
Yeah,
Because I feel the gig economy workers are like new daily wagers. Just because they're wearing a smart t-shirt and a bag with them, they also every day they set out to work. They have no idea how many orders they're going to get,
yeah,
whether they're going to get or not. They are here up for sale. It's almost similar. So
yeah,
for me, that was the main lead motive, and him driving away. Dream, yes, because I'm always fascinated by dreams. Like,
yeah,
it's such an extension of our lives. Like today, I had a crazy dream. I can't even remember, but it was something about going in this big program, and I've just walked in this very formal thing in my jeans and shirt or something, and I'm like, but nobody told me, and everybody's like decked head to toe. And I'm
being
like, and I'm telling
underprepared.
everyone, yeah, underprepared. And I'm trying to say, I'm a director now. It doesn't matter. And
Yeah,
some silly argument. And then something else is also happening. Kuch khana wana ban raha hai, and I don't know what it was. So I just feel like dream is not just the dream, but you dream in consciousness also. You what you aspire for, what you wish for. So in some sense, he's chasing this idealistic sort of this sugam form where he's wanting a better life.
yeah,
He's doing this job, but this is not what he's cut out for. He
yeah,
was a floor manager in a factory. Many people during COVID lost their job, and
yeah.
many had to step
Step
down
down.
and do more menial work
Yeah,
than what they did. And therefore it is that dream, it's that metaphoric, it's a metaphor for that idealistic world where all the vacancies should be listed in one particular portal, like he says कि अगर एक बटन दबाने से खाना शहर में कहीं से भी आ सकता है या टैक्स जमा हो सकता है by just getting into a portal, why can't all the vacancies be in one place,
Yeah. And he's on
so
that
it's more
train, that
aspirational.
never-ending train in the first
Exact,
sequence
and that is a metaphor for the relentlessness of life,
of life. Yeah.
where it doesn't stop. Like in fact, the first title that we thought was Duronto, which are these trains, but nobody would have understood.
Yeah.
Not that Zwigato people understand, but
Of course, Zagato
Duronto
people
was
understand.
this.
Zagato is very straightforward. Come on.
No, but what I mean is that word itself is a bit of a tongue twister for quite
Yeah.
a few people, for
Yeah.
Zwigato.
Yeah.
So, but Duronto also meant is these from state capitals to Delhi.
Yeah.
There are these non-stop trains.
Yeah.
So the idea was that
He's
life
just
is
on a
like this
non-stop
non-stop.
train.
And it is true for
Yeah.
so many people, so many working class people. It's
Yeah.
just one day after the other. And Pratima's thing was just that she's a nice person, but it's also a grind. That's why she tells that mother-in-law, why don't you just wear a diaper? It'll be वो आपके लिए भी अच्छा होगा और हमारे लिए भी, kind of a thing. So it's just that that's where she kind of lets go of her inhibitions of being this good daughter-in-law. Like it's a momentary, it's not like one doesn't need to read too much into it, but
Yeah.
there was this feeling of just kind of joking about
Yeah.
it with her friend.
I'll push her off, but I'll also save her.
Hmm.
With a subject like this, Nandita, jahan pe you are a person coming from a place of privilege, telling the story of people who don't have even a small percentage of the privilege that you and I are just born into, just by luck of being born into the
Absolutely.
families that we're born into.
Totally.
It's unfair. We have these advantages. But when you are writing a story such as this, how do you navigate that? You have to be extra careful, extra respectful, and you have to be accepting of the unfair advantage you have as a writer and as a storyteller telling these stories. So how do you navigate that when you're writing this, and I'm assuming when you're editing a story once it's done shooting and putting it together?
Do you mean like how do I even write it?
Yeah, like how do you
Because I'm
ensure that it
unfamiliar
doesn't,
with to that.
not unfamiliar, how
It's
do you
not an
ensure that
outsider's gaze.
it
That it's
doesn't go
not
into the
an
exploitative space that you're just exploiting someone's story for personal gains? How do you make sure that you are
because your intent. It's all
respectful?
about intention, right? It's all about your intent. If your intent is not to exploit, it will never come through.
Yeah.
It's such a strange medium that even though it's a flat screen, I've often wondered, like sometimes I watch a film and I'm like, only a man could have made this film.
Yeah.
It's such a male film. There's
Gaze.
something about it. Even though it's got a woman at the center of the film and it's got all the right things it's saying, but there is something that is off, that is not from within.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I think it comes from just being an observer of life. And generally, if you have an empathetic gaze and your intention is not to exploit, and to the contrary, I don't think it comes through that at all.
Yeah.
Like nobody has ever told me, even when I did Firak, so many people, came and said that it's felt like it was from within the community.
Yeah.
Or here, the riders, if you see the comments on the trailers, they were like, it's my life. And it's not that I did a lot of research with the riders, but I don't ask them about their personal thing, their relationship with their wife or their daughter. The research was more about just understanding algorithm, rating, what are the challenges they face when they work, how do they navigate through the app, where do they complain, how do they write, who are their friends,
do they get
just
time to eat
understanding that
lunch?
world.
Yeah.
Food was a big thing, actually. You're right. I mean, they never just get the time to eat.
Yeah.
But the other stuff, like relationship between husband and wife, with the children, that last scene with the daughter, where he doesn't even know where the utensils are kept, or she says, you need to put water in the utensil so that she can wash better. Like simple, small things. I think those just come from just life experiences. I mean, my background is in social work. I've been to sort of many homes and places, which are far more humble than mine in that sense of, even though we were born in privileges, luckily we didn't lead only that life. There was far more diversity. Now we are getting more and more into our little silos.
Yeah.
But in growing up years, we had friends from different socioeconomic background. The school was also a space. We used to share lunch boxes. We used to go to their home, see their parents, see the equation, how they had. Also, having done films in mostly independent cinema space, where I've gone to different parts of the country that I wouldn't have. So, I
Yeah.
mean, if you're generally observing life, I think much of it is, some of it is imagination, some of it is observation that's stored subconsciously
Yeah.
somewhere. So, I've never felt the fear that I am going to be exploitative.
And
That's not
it
something,
doesn't, that's why I
even
asked you this question.
unintentionally,
Yeah, it doesn't feel that way. That's why I ask you this question, that
Mm,
how do you make
yeah.
sure that it doesn't feel that way? Because you have to be so
Because you don't
careful.
even try hard. No, but
Yeah,
I think if you that's not your intent, then
it's
you
not
don't
going to
even
show.
like yeah, it's not going to show. And I think, like I said, even in that flat screen, you can see the intent of the maker. Whether you agree or disagree
Yeah.
is a different matter, but you can
There is
see the
a
intent.
lot of observation in this film. It's very observational, right from, every first scene to the last, and the small moments, like you're
Right.
constantly exploring hierarchies through all structures through the film. There's hierarchy
True.
within Manas's household, there's a hierarchy within his job. He has a motorcycle, one man has a bicycle. Then there's a hierarchy between the housewife and the working woman. There's constant hierarchies wherever you
Absolutely.
go, where at various levels. But there's one very broad scene, the kind of comic scene that you've put in with the Gulpanag guest appearance, where she appears and she's working for a company which is shilling to like sell these people electric bikes. Talk to me about putting that scene in there, which is way broader than what the rest of the film is all about.
Okay, I didn't think of it as a way broader. I just felt that, when you're doing a slice of life film where your
Yeah.
protagonist may not always be the one steering things. Because today, whether it's you, me, him, whoever, we are being bombarded by so many different things that are impacting us. So, for instance, this consumerism is also eating us up, right? So, the fact, oh, you'll have this better life, this aspirational life, that if you got an electric bike, you'd be saving on petrol. So many times there are tie-ups.
Yeah.
Like, she's playing herself. She's like this celebrity tie up with a corporation trying to sell something to the working class is now becoming common.
Yeah.
It's like showing the carrot.
I bet
So
she was
for
such a
me,
good
whether
sport
it's
for
the
doing that part also, because she's making fun of like
yeah.
her celebrityhood.
Exactly. I mean, she's such a sport. She really was, and she'd read it, of course, before signing up for it. But even like whether it's the protest scene, it's
Huh.
not that it's Manas's scene,
Huh.
but how does the protest impact us?
Huh.
We all went to. I mean, many of us went to the CAA, or before that, I've been to many women's protest marches and all of that. So it impacts us in ways sometimes we don't know. So when he comes back home and then she says that कि आपसे कोई जाति दुश्मनी तो है नहीं, and he
Huh.
says है, हर मजदूर से है, and she's like, what, where did that come from? Like this sudden sense of camaraderie with every mazdoor. He's not a political kind of a guy, but
Yeah.
these things impact. So it
Yeah.
was more to show whether it's consumerism, whether it's protest. So we are sponges in some ways.
Yeah.
When what do we allow ourselves to be impacted by? Some of it is a bombardment, some of it is good sponging. Could you, when you're privy to some of these experiences, they also impact how we respond, how we think. So
Yeah.
he is not so much somebody who's actively doing things, but things around him are slowly impacting us, like things around us impact also people like you and me.
Yeah.
So
I'm a
it was
big
more
fan
to
of
show that.
I'm a big fan of Swanand Kirkire cameos. Like whenever a Swanand Kirkire cameo shows up, I'm like,
Yes.
this filmmaker is a good person because Swanand Kirkire has agreed to do a cameo in their film. It's like a stamp of approval, you
Like a
know?
stamp, yeah. And that's what he said. He said, it was your film, and
Yeah.
it's in Bhubaneswar. He likes Bhubaneswar too. And he
Yeah.
was like, couples there, and it's a good story. And yeah, so all three of them, Shayoni, Gul, and Swanand,
Swanand.
I've
Um,
known all three of them. They just said yes in a minute. So I was very grateful.
You've written this with Sameer Patil, who is one of the founders of a news publication, Scroll.in, which is, independent, and they're really,
Yes.
they speak their mind, all the journalists. How did that association happen? You writing with Sameer Patil?
So Sameer is an old friend, and in fact, the trigger for this story itself was from him. In the sense, we
Ah,
started talking about unemployment and what the gig economy does, and he was trying to tell me what these big corporations do, and like how they are also startups, and I was like, no, but what about the riders? And
yeah,
so we would have all these conversations, and I wanted to put an anthology of 4 short films together
yeah,
about just modern India, what is this modern India made of? What are these mashups that happen?
Yeah.
Traditional society and this technology, was my story, somebody else's. So there were three other directors,
Yeah.
and one by one they started falling off the grid because they got some bigger projects and they moved on. And when I went to Sameer Nair of Applause Entertainment, so he said, "Listen, I really like your story. Why don't you expand it to a feature film?" And I was
Mm.
like, no, no, this is a 1 day story. I'm not going to make it into a feature film. All this algorithm and rating, I can't be bothered, diving so deep into it. And both these Samirs kept nudging me, Samir Patil and Samir Nair, that no, no, I think there is a story in here, and you start
Yeah.
expanding. And then I started expanding, and Samir Patil provided me with a lot of this research, and he's a great bouncing board
Huh.
for ideas, and so largely the screenplay and all the dialogues I have done, but he was definitely a partner right from the beginning, and creating that world and understanding, especially all this world of algorithm and the companies, and
Yeah. It's
yeah,
very,
sort of.
very cool because you don't expect to see like a co-founder of Scroll.in as one of the co-writers of a feature film starring
Yeah.
Kapil Sharma, directed by Nandita Das. It's all like different
No, the
worlds
actual
clashing.
writing, he like that is not his skill, but
Yeah.
what his skill is was also very important to that whole process of even reaching where I did. So
Yeah.
that's why I think he
But it's
deserved
like it's
the.
so many
That's why,
different worlds, right? Like
yeah,
him
different
and
worlds coming in.
Kapil coming
Absolutely,
together to make this
very
film.
different worlds.
It's
Yeah,
really
very
interesting.
different
I love
worlds.
love to see it. Finally,
And that's
Nandita,
why it has all these different elements, also, right? I feel it creates something which is not a sum total of its parts.
it's flavorful because it has different people
Right.
coming together and adding flavor to it. Lastly, I want to ask you, what are you watching? I know you said that you don't have a television, but like, do you watch
I
anything
want to.
at all? Like, so many of us are living to watch the next season of Succession, which is this phenomenal show. That last season is coming next week.
Yeah,
But like, when you're
I
not
know.
writing, directing, or raising your
I
child,
want to watch, so I'm not making a big deal about the fact that I don't watch. I really want to watch, but
yeah.
trust me, I mean, there's a lot of juggling, right? I mean, you have a 12-year-old child, you are also the writer, you're also a producer, you're also directing, you have a cat. You want to see my cat
Yes, I do.
who's sitting next to me,
Oh my
and
goodness, hi.
sort of
What are we called? What is your cat's name?
miso,
Miso.
miso, like the soup. So, there is lots to do, and I would like to watch, but
Yes.
my choice is between this really nice projector that I
Yes.
got when I turned 50. So I have this big wall that I want to project, but it's always too complicated to set it up, or I have the laptop. And
You
my
need your
laptop,
need
I'm,
your
my
12-year-old
association.
to help you with setting up that projector.
Exactly, exactly. That's what I'm going to do. In fact, you
Yes.
absolutely did. That's another friend also told me. He says, just put your son
Yeah,
to,
he'll know what to
setting
do.
it up.
He'll know exactly what to do.
Totally. They're so
सब
good
पता
with all
है.
these gadgets. सब पता
Yeah.
है.
हाँ.
So ये laptop में बैठ के all day anyway I'm in front of the laptop. Then this
Yeah.
idea of watching something, I'm like, okay, but I
Can
do
I
want to watch. I
can I
love watching in theaters though. So, festivals are my
थिएट्रिकल
place
तो
where
देखिए,
I
फिल्में भी देखिए, बट घर पे मैं आपको I can send you some recommendations. All right, please watch Succession.
Please do.
It's so great.
Please do. I would love to. I have a thing called to watch, like one full list on my phone where I'm like, okay, what should I watch? And my friends are like, they roll their eyes. They're like, yeah, you'll just write it on that list, but you'll never watch. And I'm
That's
like,
great. I'm gonna send you
I've got Mubi, I've got Netflix, I've got Amazon, I've got everything.
Yeah.
And I'm watching nothing. But I will soon.
Please do. I'll send you recommendations. Thank you
Please
for
do.
your time
Thank
today.
you.
Thank you for your candidness.
Thank you
And
so
thank you
much,
for making a really
Sucheta.
fun film that, but fun in the sense that any film that makes you kind of want to talk about it is a fun film.
Yeah, engaging film. I mean, that's
Yeah.
what I say, when people say, is it an entertaining film? I'm like, depends what entertains you.
Yeah.
For me, an engaging film is damn entertaining.
Yeah.
Something where I have this immersive experience of just traveling with my characters and sort of forgetting it
Yeah.
that it's a film.
Yeah.
For me, that's fun.
Thank you so much, Nandita. Thank you for your
Thank
time
you,
today.
and you take care.
I'll see you soon.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.